All right, it's time for piano. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome. We are very excited today because we are going to be learning another holiday song at the piano. And the one that I've chosen for this week is Carol of the Bells. And it is such a fun song to play. Now, I had to really think about like something that had a little bit of meaning to me. So I chose Carol of the Bells, and it's actually called Shedrik in Ukrainian. And last winter, I had a student who was an exchange student from the Ukraine, and his name was Serhiy. And I want to dedicate this lesson to him because we didn't get to have our recital in the summer because of our coronavirus that we're dealing with. So, Serhiy, if you're watching, I'm teaching this for you. So maybe this will reach you in the Ukraine. We miss you lots. Hope you're still playing piano. Anyway, let's do a couple things before we get started. If you could like and share the video, that would really help me. I really appreciate all the things that y'all are doing. The second thing is if you could subscribe on YouTube, right? So that's like how I reach the most people is through YouTube. So make sure to subscribe so you get more of these lessons, okay? Next, I have created a Discord server for all of my students across the globe. This is sort of going to be taking the place of our Facebook group. As the Discord community, I have way more control over. It also has no ads and it's very, very private. So make sure to join the Discord. The link you could find in my campsite website at the description, in the description. So go ahead and join that, okay? And last, of course, I have Patreon. I say this every single time, but it's super important. These lessons would not be possible without the support that I'm getting from so many of you out there. I would love to see more of you guys on there. I reached 50 patrons, so I'm really, really excited and really happy for all of that support. I'd love to see you on there too, all right? Pick something between $3 and $90 a month, something that works for you. And I would love to have you. All right. Let's get started. Okay, so Carol of the Bells. If you were in the private group, you would have found the link to download and print the music, okay? Like I said, I always put them in a file folder because it's easy for me to turn the page, right? So here's my Carol of the Bells, all right? It's a lovely piece. Now, with this Carol of the Bells, this version, this is a song that's in 3/4 time, okay? So if you're familiar with your time signatures, 3/4 time refers to 3 beats in the measure, and the quarter note is getting the big beat, okay? So you kind of get that feeling of like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? Yes. And the rhythm that is so famous for this song, this Carol of the Bells, Ukrainian bell carol, Shedrik, is 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. Right? So that is such a very, very popular ostinato rhythm, right? It's a continual pattern of the same rhythm in the right hand, okay? Now, as far as what key it's written in, I don't see any accidentals in the key signature. So this is telling me that it's going to be A minor, okay? A minor is the key that this is in, all right? Now, let's dive in because I know you're excited. Yes. Oh, and if you're watching live, go ahead and drop a comment, put some emojis, give me some love. I know some of y'all are watching. Okay, so let's start with the right hand, okay? Now, I'm looking here at my music, and I see that we are going to be beginning on a C above middle C, okay? I'll switch to piano view so you know exactly which C it is, okay? Let's do this. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So C above middle C, that would put me here, okay? Now, I know many of you are familiar with a G position up here with your thumb on G. It's very similar to that, except you're going to instead put your right hand finger, one thumb, up one step on that A, okay? So that way our fingers are going to be A, B, C, D, E. And that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Now the pattern, like I said, begins on a C. And in this case, that is my finger 3, okay? And the pattern goes like this. C, B, C, A, C, B, C, A. You see it? Yes, and we see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 introductory measures, okay? So let's see if we can play that pattern. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. C, B, C, A, C, B, C, A, C, B, C, A, C, B, C, A. That was really great. Yes. Really good job on that, okay? Now that pattern in the right hand is going to continue, okay? All the way till we get to the middle of the second line. So we're going to continue it. Let's just play it some more till we get there, okay? Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to start at the beginning. And I'm just going to count how many measures of that right hand we've got, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'm stopping right there at the end of line 2. Woohoo, yes! Okay, so I said it ended in the middle of line 2. I lied. I forgot that it continued. That's just where something happens for the left hand. So it's actually 2 full lines, 16 full measures of that same pattern, okay? That 3, 2, 3, 1, C, B, C, A, right? And it continues, right? 16 measures, that's pretty good, all right? Now, as we're continuing this right hand, in the third line, we have 4 measures of the same rhythmic pattern, but the melodic pattern changes, okay? The melodic notes change. So we are already in this position with the finger 3 on C above middle C. Now at the beginning of line 3, we will begin that same rhythmic pattern with a 5 instead. We're gonna play E instead, okay? So I'll switch to piano view so you can see what happens at the beginning of line 3. Okay. Awesome. So here we go. Beginning of line 3, this is measure 17, right hand by itself. We're gonna begin with our pinky 5 on E, okay? And that happens for 4 measures. Let's see what it looks like. E, D, E, C, E, D, E, C, E, D, E, C, E, D, E, C. Yeah, all right, that was very good. You see the rhythm is the same, but the notes are different, okay? Let's try that again. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Very good. All right. That was awesome. Okay, so we've done the intro. We've done the change of the fingers. Now we actually have to start moving our right hand in order to reach the next section, okay? So what we are going to do is we are going to lift our right hand and we're going to place our pinky finger 5 on the next A, okay? We just got playing finger 5 on E, so we're going to count up 1, 2, 3 notes and put your pinky on the A, okay? And that will set you up for the next section. Let's switch to piano view so you can see how this happens in real time. Okay, So I'm still here, right? We just did this. Right? Now, in order for me to get to the next spot, we're going to have to count our pinky up. 1, 2, 3 spots, 3 white keys. So that way it ends up on a high A. This is how it sounds. Cool. I love it. It sounds so cool up there. Now, this sets us up perfectly for this next section, okay? It goes A, G, F, E, right? Now, I would want to continue playing that same pattern with the finger 2 on E there, but in order for us to play the rest of the song, we actually have to shift our hand again. Oh my gosh, think about that. Okay, so I'm gonna play this ultra slowly. G, F, E. Now I'm gonna shift my pinky on that E now. E, D, C, D, 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 E, D, C, B, C, A. Excellent. And you probably noticed that last measure there is just like the beginning, right? Yeah, so that little ditty that they do in there, there's some movement with your right hand, so you're going to have to be very aware of when that happens, okay? If you need to look and see what I wrote in my music, you can definitely see that. Let me see if I can show you. Where is it? Let's see, right there where my pencil is. Do you see that? I put a pinky 5 on that high A here, and then where it changes there. Okay, so you're playing E with a finger 2, but then you're going to put your pinky on that E in order to finish out the line, okay? Now, if you need to write down those finger numbers, you absolutely can. When you watch this again on YouTube, right? So you can pause it and like write down your finger numbers. Totally cool, right? That's why it helps to go rewatch it on YouTube, okay? I'm going to play that section again, and I'm going to put it in piano view so you can see it. Okay. All right. So we just did that, and now I have my pinky on that high A, okay? There are my fingers for the right hand. Here we go, all right? I'm going to count off. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. G, F, E, switch. E, D, C, D, 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 E, D, C, B, C, A. Awesome. Let's do that again. Let's do it again. All right, so pinky all the way up here. We've got our pinky on that high A. Let's play this again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. 5, 5, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1. Beautiful. It's getting there, you guys. Nice work. Okay, now we have to continue. This is a complicated song, but you can do this, okay? If you need to at any point when you go back and look on YouTube, pause it and just give yourself like half the song to learn, right? And then you can learn the other half later. Now, line 4. If you're familiar with your major scales, then you'll know this one. Okay, we're going to start with our low thumb, finger 1, on an E. Okay, that's going to be the E closest to middle C. All right, and in turn, we are going to add 2 sharps to this scale. You're going to hear it. Yeah, so what we're going to do is it's going to be note by note, starting at the measure 25, right hand finger 1 on E. I'm going to go note by note, okay? First note's E, finger 1. Then it's F sharp, finger 2. Then it's G sharp, finger 3. Now at this point you're going to cross your thumb underneath and you're going to put your finger 1 on the A that's next. Then you have 2 on B, 3 on C, 4 on D, 5 on E, then back down to D, and then down to C again. right? This is what it looks like in piano view. Okay, so I'm starting there with my thumb on that E closest to my middle C, right? Went ahead and put my fingers 2 and 3 on those 2 black keys, okay? And after I play that finger 3 on G sharp, I have to cross my thumb under in order to reach the A, okay? Let's take a look. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, D, C. Very good. My singing is a little crazy. Let's do it without the singing. Here we go. Under. Very good. And then it does it again. So thumb back down on E. Under. Very good. All right. It's starting to come together. I love it. Now, after you do those 2 scales, it's our very familiar bell tolling, right? Right? Yeah, and it does that several times. So you already know that one. So let's do that. C, B, C, A. And then you hold it, right? So how many times do we do that pattern? Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you'll do it 8 times and then you'll hold your A. All right. Now after that, you have a harmonic third with C and E. That's your fingers 3 and 5 together. Then you go down a step with both, parallel to B and D, 2 and 4. Back up to C and E. And then you end on the A where your finger 1 thumb is. And you've got a fermata, so you want to hold it as long as you can, right? Just let it fade away. Ooh, that sounds so good. Oh, how exciting. Okay, you guys are gonna rock this one, I know. Okay, you learned the entire right hand for this song. Now we've got to learn the left hand, okay? Now this one's not quite as tricky as the stuff happening in the right hand, but there are some finger switches that we need to be aware of, okay? Now, at the top line, we're starting on an A. In the treble staff, oh my gosh. Typically, we're starting in the bass staff, okay? But this time, we're gonna be in the treble staff. You can see that at the very beginning. All right, I'll show you. Why not? There, you see it? Treble staff. Okay, so that's telling me that my left hand finger 1 thumb with that first note way up into the 5th measure is actually gonna be an A above middle C. Whoa, that's different, right? Yeah, so I'll switch to piano view so we can do those, okay? I see dotted half notes, this sort of bell tolling pattern. All right, so let me find my spot where I begin. Look how high that left hand is beginning. Oh my goodness. That's okay, we can totally do that, all right? There are no rules that says that the left hand has to stay in the bass staff. All right, so we're gonna begin with that finger 1 on A. Down to 2, G, 3, F, then 4, E. Awesome, that's easy enough, right? 4 notes. Now, when we get to line 2, it starts to change. We're actually gonna put our thumb on that F, right next to that finger 4 that we just played. And then we're gonna release and let our hand fall, okay? Then we play our F, beginning of line 2, left hand. Step down to E. Step down to D, 3. And you're gonna stretch a little bit and you're gonna put your pinky on this A below middle C. Yeah, all right, that's excellent. Let's try that again. The first line and half of the second line together, okay? I'm gonna begin with that A in my left hand. All right, here we go. A, G, F, E, F with my thumb, E, D, stretch, A. Wonderful. Okay, now let's move on. We're beginning with that finger 3 on that D. You see kind of how we stretched it out and I left my finger 3 there? We're going to play that with a finger 3, okay? Let's keep going. This is after the low A. D, E, F, E. Very good, yeah. So 3, 2, 1, 2. Wonderful. Okay. That's the first 2 lines of Carol of the Bells. You're getting there. You're doing it. It's so much fun. Okay. After we get to that end the second line, at the beginning of the third line, it gets a little funny. Okay. But don't let that alarm you. Okay. We just played a finger 2 on that E. But now I'm going to have you do a little switcheroo. Okay. I want you to replace that finger 2 with your finger 4 left hand. Okay, that means that we're going to continue line 3, and you're going to put your finger 3 on an F sharp and 2 on a G sharp. Okay, let's see what that looks like in piano view. Okay, all right. Now, we just got done playing at the end of line 2, a finger 2 on that E. And like I said, we are going to actually shift and put a 4 on the E, okay? The 3 will be on that F sharp, 2 on a G sharp, and my 1 on this A, okay? So let's see how that sounds at the beginning of line 3. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. E, F sharp, G sharp, G sharp, A. Very good. All right, let's play that again because that's a little bit tricky there, all right? E, 2, 3, F sharp, 2, 3, G sharp, 2, 3, G sharp, 2, 3, A. Lovely. Okay, now it gets a little bit funny here. You're going to stretch. You're going to be stretching your hand over the course of the next 4 notes. Okay, so just be aware of that. We just ended up with our A above middle C with your thumb, finger 1, right? But the very next note is a C, a middle C. But we need to be able to stretch. So the biggest range of motion that we've got is between our thumb and our finger 3. So we're going to stretch our thumb and all the way down to a finger 3, but you're going to put your finger 3 on middle C. Okay, let me show you what that looks like, okay? It's going to feel funny, but I think you might be able to do this, okay? We just ended up there, finger 1 on A. We need to play this middle C, okay? So I'm going to stretch my hand to where that 3 ends up on my middle C. You see, it kind of looks funny, right? If I lift my wrist, it's a little bit easier, right? And you can use the range of motion of your wrist as you're moving down the keyboard. So we play A, down to 3. Then I want you to put your thumb on D next to it. And then your 3 down here on this A below middle C. Yes. That's different, right? Let's do that again because that's kind of hard. Start with your thumb on A. Stretch down to C, finger 3. Finger 1 on D next to it. Then your finger 3 on A below middle C. Wonderful. My goodness, you guys are doing great. Really, really great. Let's do that one more time just because I want to make sure we've got this, okay? 1 on A above middle C. Stretch down to C, finger 3, then 1 on D, 3 on A. Very good. All right. Feeling really good about this. I hope you're feeling good. You're so close to the end. Oh my gosh, how exciting. So let's play line 4 now. Okay. That's a bass clef, if you've noticed. It's a bass clef, E. So we're familiar with that one, right? But since we just played a finger 3 on that A, we need to put our pinky on that low E, okay? And we've got a tied note. All right, let's try it. Okay. Line 4, measure 25. There's my pinky. All right, there's that low E. Let's hear it. 2, 3, tie, 2, 3, E, 2, 3, tie, 2, 3. And then I'm going to have you put your thumb on A. 1, 2, 3, then G, 2, 3, F, 1 underneath, and you're going to go down to E, 2, 3. Then your low pinky will play an A. 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. That is like the longest tie ever. And then the last note, of course, is your pinky low A with the fermata, so you can just hold it forever. Excellent. Okay, let's do the last 2 lines again, okay? Pinky beginning on that E in the bass clef right there. Let's count off. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. E, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. E, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Thumb on A, 2 on G, 3 on F, 1 underneath, 1 on E, then pinky E on A, or pinky on A. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, and then there's 2 measures of rest. And then we play our fermata A again, okay? Woohoo! Yeah. So this song in itself is a little bit trickier than probably some of the other songs that I've taught for the mini lesson series, but that's okay, all right? If you really want a challenge, this is the one to give you the challenge. And it's like a cool song too. So I think you might have a lot of fun learning this one, okay? Now, for me to close this lesson and feel good about it, I need to be able to play the whole thing all the way through your hands together, just so you get a really good feel of how it's supposed to sound, okay? I'm going to try and do it at a good tempo. I'm going to do some good dynamics. Let's see how it goes, okay? Let's do this. All right, switching to piano view. There it is. All right. Listen carefully, follow along in your music. Choose a hand to play along with me, okay? And if you'd like, you are more than welcome to record snippets of it and drop it in the Discord, right? I have my Learn With Me channel, and you just go in there and drop it, and I'll watch it, okay? All right, I'm going to count off. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. That was so good. Yay! Oh my gosh. I don't know. This song just gets me really excited. I hope you enjoyed that. Wasn't that fun? I hope you're motivated, okay? If you need help at any point, you know I am available. Hop in the Facebook group and then jump in the Discord, and I will be there to help you through this, okay? Remarkable job. Thanks for sticking with me. Quick reminder, subscribe, right? Subscribe on YouTube so you can watch this whenever you need to. And then also, of course, if you'd like to make a regular donation to support me, check out my Patreon, right? I love my patrons. They are amazing people. They've really made that commitment to me. So I just love it. All right. Thank you so much. Have a happy day. See you later.